people if they don't jump on that they can. So welcome you guys. So we're going to try to keep these to under 30 minutes. So, we want to honor your time, but, definitely wanted to come together at a chance to just kind of connect together. So this is our Team Empower call for May 10th. So welcome you guys. And we just want to kind of kick it off first with just kind of sharing, where we are with the week. So, I want you to think of a victory that you're proud of, to share something that you've done or pushed yourself this week. And then also a struggle, something that's kind of been hard, because I bet we will see some similar struggles, and that will give us some ways to kind of talk and connect about that. And then also, where are you at as far as Success Club? So do you have points? Do you have some people in the works? Like, where are you, so that we can help to really push each other? We're going to be at the midpoint of the month at the end of this week. So we want to really buckle down and really get everybody on the board this week and help everybody move forward towards Success Club 5. So I'll just start. I shared my victory in the team page yesterday, just as far as, sometimes it's hard to really connect and shuffle those pieces as far as maintaining your rank and helping your coaches to be active and present. And, so I really had a goal to make sure not to lose my diamond status, because my left leg was a little bit shaky and has quite a few inactive coaches. So I was just really excited to enroll a new coach last night, and just really felt like, that hard work and the affirmations that people are going to be there when, that want our help, are ready for our help. And that, as we work, we're going to find that. So it was, I always love seeing that, it really is true that your actions are what lead to the results, right? It's not just about luck or, things like that. So, it's good to feel that payoff. So, and then as far as struggles, it's just, I think always just balancing that time management, right? And trying to get everything in and do everything. And, Jen and I put a lot on our plates this month, but we're excited to help everyone grow. So it's really balancing that, but, and keeping the fun in it, right? Because sometimes if we get overwhelmed with groups, numbers, consumed with that, it can start to be not fun. So keeping the fun in that, I think, is really important. So I'm at Success Club 2. I've had a lot of people kind of get to the end and then just kind of not really move forward. So that's what I'm working on, is really helping people charge forward right now. But I'm only sitting at Success Club 2 and really want to be at Success Club 8 before the end of the week. So I'm just really pushing to really help people. I think hopefully the coaching events will help a little bit with that too. So, all right. Kelsey, do you want to share?
Sure. I'm at Success Club 0. I haven't signed anybody up yet, but I'm hoping that once I kind of announce myself on Facebook, which I haven't done yet, that'll kind of help. And then I have a couple of people participating in the squat and lunge challenge. Yeah. They're really enjoying it. So
nice to see that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They will kind of get excited and want to join me.
I think that's such a huge victory too, those free groups, because they really do get people excited, motivated, and saying to themselves, okay, I can do this, right? So it's just, I know as a new coach, that gave me a lot of confidence. And it was just fun to see me doing something for other people that made it fun for them too. So that's awesome. Very good.
So yeah, it's kind of, and then I've struggled a little bit this week, just trying to figure out the power hour, figure out where I'm going to fit that in my day, and just kind of working on figuring out what it is too. I've talked to Jen a lot this week about it, and she's helped a lot. So thanks, Jen.
Good. Awesome. Yeah. And just one day at a time, right? Just like as you're starting your fitness, it doesn't have to be everything all at once. Just build on that and figure that out and tweak that and refine it. Things kind of failing or not going as well isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? Because it teaches us, and then that becomes our starting point to where we know more as we move forward. So that's awesome. Very good. Shauna, will you share?
I'm at Success Club 0 too. I've had a lot of face-to-face talks with people. I've done the Facebook messaging people that have liked my posts and just haven't gotten anything. I talked to Jennifer about that earlier this week, and she suggested just basically start messaging everybody. She said she started with the people in high school and college that were in sports, and reaching out to the ones that maybe aren't liking or commenting on my posts but are still seeing them. And I messaged quite a few people that showed interest in the past challenge group or the past free group that we did, and that I've just been kind of keeping in touch with, and none of them messaged me back about doing the squat challenge. I'm not doing the squat challenge because I'm having issues with my back, so that's out for me too. It's just kind of been a rough month.
Good. So what do you think you can do to motivate yourself through that? Because sometimes it's hard like that. And I feel it's been hard too, right? Like, I mean, I was at Success Club Zero until 9:30 last night, so what do you think?
I honestly don't know. I think I just have to not get frustrated and just kind of give up on it and just keep messaging people and putting my stuff out there and just hope that someone takes it. I mean, I can't force them to, but that doesn't mean that I have to stop doing it.
Yes, and that's important, that consistency aspect, right? Like still being there and still moving forward. So, and don't be afraid to like message those people that you messaged and said, hey, I just wanted to follow up. Maybe you didn't see my message to you or text or whatever it was. Just wanted to check in real quick and see if it's something that you're interested in. Sometimes, I mean, all of us do this, maybe get busy and, maybe we see something and then just, don't have a chance to respond, and then it's out of sight, out of mind, right? So give people the benefit of the doubt and don't go into that feeling negative about it. Just say, hey, so I just wanted to see. And if you're not interested, no problem. Just let me know. I just thought you'd really be fun, or you'd really be a great fit for this because of X, because a lot of times when I, message people about that, they do respond and say, oh, I'm so sorry. I did get distracted, or, I'm not interested, or, I am, but maybe, and then they'll tell you what their hesitations are and stuff. So just go into that positive feeling like they're going to say yes. And I think you'll see good results from that too. So don't give up on that. It takes like 7 contacts to have somebody respond, to say yes, they say, right? So just put that next touch out there, and then kind of go from there. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep building those new conversations too. That's just key, right? To keep those new ones going, rather than just kind of relying or feeling kind of stuck with a few people. So very good. Okay, Jen?
I'm at 0 as well. I have a couple that say they're interested, but their response time is really slow. As far as the challenge group, I've gotten either hard no's or complete non-answers on all of the business invitations I've sent. So my plan for tomorrow is to take a step back from the invitations and send follow-up messages to everyone that I've reached out to here the last 2 or 3 days, to see if I can get some conversation going around that. My challenge is kind of like Shauna said, pushing through. Like, it's been a tough month for me too, to still be at 0 halfway through. My goal is 10 by the end of the month. But I know that, you have to just keep moving, because if you don't do anything, you're not going to see anything. So taking action is the only way to move forward. So I'm going to keep going. But my small win for the week is I had committed to getting my power hour in first thing in the morning before my workout and before you need to stop. That's very rude. Okay, I'm going to make you get down. For my workout and before I got ready for work and all that. So my small win is I have done that. I've been getting up at 3:30 in the morning and powering through that power hour with I only have an hour because I don't have any extra time then to still get my workout and make it to work on time. So I feel like that is successful, but I'm also wondering if those early morning messages are getting seen first thing in the morning, and then like you said, Tina, everyone gets busy with their day and overlooks. So maybe just the timing isn't as good as when I'm sending them on a break or at lunch, or in the evening. So I don't know. I definitely feel better mentally to have it done in the morning, and I like to have, you know, this time with these two crazy ones at night without feeling like I'm on my computer all night. But I'll try to play around with some timing a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's all you can do. And it's hard to say whether it is or not. So, I mean, I powered through like some late at night and then expecting they would call in the morning, and then they don't. And I'm like, but I stayed up late. You should respond so I can break first thing in the morning. So, yeah, I think keeping that in balance. But I do think it's important, like Jen and I talked earlier about, just, when you send a lot of messages and if you start to feel overwhelmed in the follow-up piece, right? Like that's key, right? You guys, like we can't just say, hey, how are you doing? And then never show back up to the conversation as they respond. So it's okay, I think, to take some time to really do those follow-ups because that's important. And I found myself like before we went to Punta Cana, there was people that responded, but I never, got back to it. And then I come back and I'm like, these people probably were ready to order, and now it's kind of maybe been like, now I put it on the back burner type, and I'm just like, why did I do that? So, don't miss those opportunities to just stay present with who you're connecting with. And I would do that. People that you guys have talked to now, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, inviting them, like now's a really great time to just say, hey, just act like, just carry the conversation forward. Even if they didn't respond, like I'm going to message people, even if I didn't hear back from them, acting like they responded to the conversation, to say, hey, so just wanted to follow up, and see if you wanted to join us on Friday, and just see what you thought about the information and, what are your thoughts? What are your hesitations? Like, carry that forward. And then if they don't respond, from there, I'll probably, go back to step one and probably just do relationship, right? And build on that relationship rather than keep trying to push opportunities on them, because maybe they just need a chance to respond and we need to connect more in conversation mode too. So, but don't be hesitant to do that because I think that's important. So, okay, good check-in. You guys, we're all there, right? The struggle's real as far as Success Club this month. So, but don't let that deter your actions, right? You cannot control people who sign up. We can't, right? But what we can do is control what we do every day. So feel good about those actions and make sure you're stepping forward, right? Like if inviting people isn't scary for you, but that follow-up is, you got to do the follow-up, right? You got to eat that frog. You got to push through that thing that's hard for you and do it first, get it out of the way. Because like Jen said, it does feel so freeing to go into your day or to go forward in your business hour, whatever you're doing, to know that, you did the hard thing for yourself, right? And then you showed up and you took action, but you do action and it will pay off. I promise you. Sometimes it ends up being like a screamer right at the end of the month, but good things will happen as you engage in the right activities for your business, as you continue to work on yourself, as you do that personal development and keep your mindset in the right place and in a positive frame of mind. Go into every conversation like those people are going to say yes. Already have that script ready, right? To say, okay, here's what I'm going to send them. As soon as they say yes, I'm sending this on to them, because, that really will, it comes through in your messages, in your voice, in your, just in the vibe that comes back to you. It really makes a big difference. So, okay, that's enough about that because we're going to hit it. This week is it. This is our week. So the Squat and Lunch Challenge, I just wanted to say really quickly, one, I'm just so excited about the engagement. I love that people did invite their friends, that they are connecting with people, that they are checking into that group, and that's what lights that on fire, right? It just takes a few people like really being consistent and showing up there to help everybody else to show up and be consistent. So what I want to tell you is it's great to see their activity there, but it's also very important to be behind the scenes with those people, right? So I had a lot of people that joined the group. So I went through and actually starred the people that I felt were most important for me to connect with, right? Either new people that I hadn't really had in free challenges before, or ones that I know I've had conversations already about Beachbody and might be a little bit more ready, right? Like those are the people I really want to spend a lot of time on. I have some people in there that just kind of go from free group to free group, and that's fine. I don't mind helping them. It's there to provide them value, but I know my time is going to be better spent with some of those other people. So look at those, I tell you that, not that I'm not going to connect with those people, but I'm going to spend the majority of my time with the people that I think are ready to have that time. Does that make sense? So get behind the scenes though. Don't wait till Friday and say, hey, thanks for participating. Like jump in there and do, 5 private messages a day, to different people and just say, hey, I love it. I saw your post. I'm so glad you kicked butt on that today. That's awesome. And, if you haven't asked them what their goals are, just send them a quick note and say, hey, I'm so excited you're participating. Obviously your health is important to you. I just always love to ask, what are your goals that you're working on right now? What's going well in your fitness? What's going well in your nutrition? Where do you want to make improvements? I always like to ask because we love to add as much value in these groups as possible and help you. So use those questions to start those conversations, and then also go to where they introduce themselves. Like we purposely position those questions of, what's one of your struggles with your health, or what are your main health goals? Like we position those because everyone typically introduces themselves, and then we have that information, right? So you have that information to go into your private conversations and start talking to them about your struggles. Hey, I noticed, in your introduction, you said you struggled with X, and then share your story. How can you relate to that? And how can you tie it back to how you have the solution that can help them to make a difference? So that's where these feel great about these free groups, right? Is because it just empowers them, because all of a sudden they're motivated, where maybe they just kind of got off track or have never done anything like that, to see what's possible. And for you, because now you are armed with information that you can start helping them with solutions for them too, right? So any questions on the free group, or kind of what to do, how to help people more, how to take the best advantage of those? So
I would just add, Tina, that if you haven't posted like your story yet, like where you started, how you got involved with Beachbody and what it's done for you, I would just encourage you to do that tonight or tomorrow, because those people that you invited to that group want to know you. Like they'll see the post that you shared with the Move of the Day, but they want to know how they can connect to you. And just like their introduction does that for us, ours do that for them. So I shared a piece of my story within that very first video I did, but just go in there, and it doesn't have to be anything long. Just introduce yourself and tell them, what healthier living has done for you to, better your life and better your lifestyle.
Yeah. And Jen and Laura, Liz posted in there today. Laura posted yesterday. So you can kind of look at what they posted too, if you want some ideas. And I'm going to post tomorrow. So, I think it's been good to kind of spread those out a little bit so that people get a chance. But, Jen's right. Make sure you post that, because people will connect to all of us differently, right? So something that you say can really impact a lot of people in that group, or connect with that person that's like, that was me too, or I needed to hear that. So Shauna, Kelsey, I don't think either of you have posted yet in that group, have you, as far as your story?
No, I haven't done mine. I didn't know if I still needed to, since none of my people were in there, or.
Gotcha.
I didn't add anybody. No one responded to me.
Okay. Well, it's definitely up to you, but I think it definitely adds value to the group if you would. So.
Okay.
Awesome. And it's good to have that, and save that, right? It's good to have a post like this where you're sharing your story, and you can save that, and you can use this in other groups or things like that too. So.
Or duplicate it on your personal page. If you haven't posted something like that in a while, put it out on your personal page too.
Yeah. Okay, good. Jen, do you want to talk a little bit about our coaching event next week?
Yep, I will. So if you have been in the Team Cup page at all, you'll see that Tina and Wendy are hosting a sneak peek to coaching this Friday at 11. And so, regardless of whether we can attend that event is not, it's in the middle of the day, and so that doesn't work for some people's work schedules, but that doesn't mean we can't invite to it, right? So I would challenge everybody to think here in the next couple minutes about how many people you are going to commit to inviting to that group, knowing that when they say, oh, I'm sorry, 11 o'clock doesn't work for me, you can say, great, we're having another one on Wednesday. So mark your calendars because next Wednesday, our team will be hosting a 1-hour sneak peek instead of this team call. So we'll probably push it to like a 7 o'clock, and it'll be in a Facebook group, and Tina and I'll put together kind of a template of what we'll talk about and logistics of how it'll go. But, you know, the way that you move forward and the way that you grow your business, and the hardest thing for me to do is to invite to these events and to invite to the business opportunity. But I can tell you from my experience the last couple of months, that's the only way it's going to happen. Very few people are going to comment on your post, yes, I want more information, okay? It comes back to just like the challenge group. It's all about the private messages and extending that personal invitation about why you think this would be a good fit for them. So I'd like to hear from everybody how many people you're going to commit to inviting to the coaching events, knowing that we have 2 coming up here within the next week.
Go for it, Kelsey.
I don't really know. Maybe 2 or 3.
5.
5.
Push
Okay.
What's your hesitations in inviting people?
Well, just because I haven't really announced myself on Facebook and I don't really have like a following yet. That makes sense. So the only people that really know are the ones I invited in the challenge or in the squat lunch. Yep. So I was thinking them initially.
Okay, good. So here's my advice too, like as far as kind of announcing you're a coach, right? To like be like, oh, I'm a coach in all my glory and I'm awesome and great, right? That's the hesitation, right? There is like, I'm new. I don't know what I know. You know, I don't know how people are going to respond to this. So here's what I encourage you to do. Do a post sharing your journey. You're sharing a piece of your transformation, or, you know, your before and after pictures. Before and after pictures are scary to put out there, but honestly, they do so well as far as people, you know, liking and commenting and seeing that change, right, for you. So I just promise you, you'll get great feedback. You know, you'll get great support, I guess, in sharing those. So even though it's a scary thing, like, you know, you can do it because it will really inspire a lot of people. But share that and say, you know, hey, I'm committed to continuing this journey and helping other people too, you know. So if this is something you'd be interested to learn more about, comment below or leave me a quick note, and you know, I'd love to reach out and share more. That post right there will give you a lot of, you know, anyone who likes that post or comments on that post, then you'll follow up with, and you can invite them to the coach opportunity. Why not, right? Why not? You know, a lot of times I think we can't start there. I know I learned, you know, or I immediately thought, oh, I can't start there. You know, they have to start in their health and fitness and do that. Can you guys hear me okay still? Everyone froze. Can you guys hear me?